Good morning, students. Let us see the exercise today. And so these are the questions given in the exercise. Make a comparison and write down the differences between plant and animal cell. And it is very clear these are the main differences between plant and animal cell. What are the differences? This is plant cell and this is animal cell. What are the differences? So already you know that the difference. The one important difference is plant cells are surrounded by the cell wall. Cell wall is present, but cell wall present in a plant cell, but cell wall is absent. Only cell membrane in animal cell. Plant cell, both plasma membrane and cell wall outside is there, and cell wall is absent. So that is one difference. Difference two, green colored and other colored organelle present in plant, they are called plastids. Plastids are present in plants, and plastids are absent. Chloroplast is a green color plastid, so plastids are absent. Then third important point, which also you know, that plant cell large vacuoles are present, large central vacuoles are present. But in animal cell, vacuoles can be present, more than one large central vacuole. It may consume a bulk of the space in the cell. So it is present, large central vacuole is present. But in animal cell, small vacuoles are small vacuole, and they have more than one small vacuoles may be present, or sometimes absent also. Vacuoles are small or vacuoles are absent. So that is the next difference between a large central vacuole and a small vacuole, or vacuoles will be absent, no vacuoles. One more difference which is not explained in your textbook. And in animal cell there is a structure called centriole, which help the division of the cell into two. And if you examine that diagram, it is already labeled in the textbook. That is a centriole. It is present in animal cell. It is present in animal cell, absent in plant cell. So there is it is already labeled. If you examine the diagram, you can see in plant cell, centriole is absent, centriole present. But this difference is not given in the textbook. Centriole function is cell division, help at that time of cell division, but it is not given in the textbook. But in the diagram, it is labeled. So these are the four differences between plant cell and animal cell. So the next question is this one. So how a prokaryotic cell different from eukaryotic cell? This you have to write the answer by yourself. Prokaryote and eukaryote, eukaryotes are having definite nucleus. Prokaryote, primitive nucleus. That means the nucleus is not covered by a nuclear membrane in prokaryotes like bacteria, and other organelles are also not covered by membrane. But in eukaryotes, higher organisms, you can see the nucleus is covered by a nuclear membrane and other organelles also. So this is the difference between eukaryotes and prokaryote. You write it yourself that answer. Third question, what would happen if plasma membrane ruptures or break down? So plasma membrane is the outermost part of a cell, especially in animal cell, that is the outermost cover. If it breaks, what would happen? So if it is not if it is completely broken down, all the cell contents will go out. But it is partially broken, you can see the diffusion. For example, intake of oxygen, intake of water into the cell will be stopped. So you already studied plasma membrane. It is a semi-permeable membrane. It allows certain substance to get inside and go out. And if it is ruptured, and this intake of substances into the cell and go out of the cell will be controlled. Even water intake also will be affected. So that is the answer to that one. So what is the function of Golgi body? That also you studied that the Golgi body, the function is, the main function of a Golgi apparatus is the substance that is produced inside the endoplasmic reticulum. It is packed into small bags, vesicles by endoplasmic reticulum. These may contain complex sugars. The packaging products in vesicles, in some cases complex sugar may be made from simple sugar in the Golgi apparatus. So complex sugar, it may change. The complex sugar means, example, sucrose, the sugar that we are using in tea and all, that is a sucrose, that is an example. And other also simple sugar means glucose is a simple sugar. It is so Golgi apparatus is also involved in the formation of lysosome. It helps the formation of lysosome. Everything is given in the textbook. Just read and answer each point. Storage and formation of lysosomes and changing complex sugar into simple sugar. So many answers are there, and you have to read and find out. Question number 5. Which organelle is known as the powerhouse of the cell? And you are very familiar with that one, mitochondria. Why? Because that is the place where the respiratory reactions are take place. What is the function of respiration? Breaking down of food to release energy, that is respiration. That takes place in the mitochondria, and the energy is produced, and in what form it is produced? It is produced as ATP. So the energy the energy rich ATP molecules are produced inside the mitochondria, and this ATP break down and release energy, and ATP will change it to ADP. That meaning it is a powerhouse of the cell because it is the place where energy is released. Where do lipids and proteins are constituting cell membrane is produced? You already studied, it is produced in the endoplasmic reticulum, and already you studied that one. Go through it, and there are two types of endoplasmic reticulum, protein and lipids and protein. They are produced in endoplasmic reticulum. Two types of endoplasmic reticulum are there, rough endoplasmic reticulum and smooth endoplasmic reticulum. And the textbook you have already noted that which part is produced, which rough or smooth, which one is producing protein and which one is producing lipid. And these protein and lipids are used for membrane productions. How does amoeba obtain its food? Amoeba is having cell membrane, the outer membrane is called the cell membrane, and amoeba can change its shape, and by using the cell membrane, the projections are called pseudopodia, which also I explained. And using the pseudopodia, they will encircle the food with a drop of water. They are living in water, of course, you know. And the food vacuole will be produced, and they take the food into the body. And the food vacuole, inside the food vacuole, food will be digested, and the waste material will be sent out again through the membrane. What is osmosis? Osmosis is the movement of water from high concentration to low concentration through semi-permeable membrane is called osmosis. It is already that definition is given in the textbook, page number 59. If you examine 59, last sentence, it is given. The movement of water molecules through selectively permeable membrane, that is selectively permeable membrane means plasma membrane, is called osmosis, meaning from high concentration to low concentration, movement of water through semi-permeable membrane or selectively permeable membrane is called osmosis. That is the definition. You write that definition. So the next is an experiment, and let us see how to conduct this experiment. Take 4 potato halves, meaning take 4 potato, remove the skin, and cut it in this shape. Cut it like a shape like this. Then what you should do is make a hole in the center. A hole can be made in the center. So I am drawing the section. You can see a hole is made in the center, and keep this one, the 4 potato halves, and make a hole in the center, and one of the potato cup should be made from boiled potato. So you have to make 4, out of that 4, one is from boiled potato. This is fresh potato, a living potato, but out of the 4, one is 3. These are all living type, fresh, but this one is a boiled one. Boiled potato cup. Boiled. Boiled means once you boil, it will be killed, the cells will be killed. And in the first potato cup, so each potato cup keep in a container, a petri dish or a container, any container, and take water inside this one. So water is kept inside. So inside this one, water is there, a container in which water is taken. Water is taken in the container. So again, third one, all same. Water is taken in the container like this. So water is taken here also. Fourth one also. This is a boiled potato, but water is taken in the same way. So then what changes? We can name A, B, C, D. A, B, C and D. Boiled potato. So in the first potato cup, you need not put anything, only water outside, then nothing is put. Second potato, put a spoon of sugar, put sugar inside, ordinary cane sugar. Third one, again salt is added. Salt is added, common salt. Fourth one, again for the D, put a teaspoon of sugar. Here also sugar is added, but this is a boiled potato. And leave it, this is also sugar. And leave it for some time. And what would happen? What changes would happen? And you can see this one has nothing. Nothing is kept inside. So actually after some time there will not be any change in the first potato cup, but in the second one you can see water will slowly, because this sugar will dissolve, and you can see the solution will become concentrated. Slowly water will slowly enter, and you can see the level, you can see this water level is increasing, you can see the sugar will dissolve and the water level will be increasing. Same thing will happen here in the salt also, same thing will happen. You can see salt will dissolve and the water will be getting inside. And all these actually because of osmosis, these two osmosis, because the concentration of solution inside is high, outside water, so low concentration, so water will get inside, here also water will get inside. But in last one, these tissues are dead. Even though we put sugar inside, no change because the cells are dead. All the cell membranes in this potato is dead, and no water will not enter inside, and so no osmosis here. And the question is, last part of the question is this one. Explain why water does not gather in the hollow cup of A and B. A, actually there is no difference in the concentration of solution. D, the reason is this one, the potato cup is having cells that are dead cells. So no change, the membrane everything is dead, so no change here. And A and B osmosis has taken place, and that is how that is the answer of that question. So this is the end of this chapter. So go through this chapter properly, and the next class I will be giving some questions, and we will have a small test paper from this chapter. Get ready. Okay, wish you all the best.